Well, caring for children on a whole has been an ambition of ours, myself and my husband. So when we got into talking about it with our missionary friend Nancy, we were exploring the possibility of purchasing a building first of all. We had seen one and we were saying that would be nice to have it for our children, so that was just a dream. And so when we had another contact with another friend, this is Guyana of church. She was at that time visiting the public hospital where there was a little boy who was known to be HIV positive. And at that time, people were kind of skeptic and scared. Even the hospital staff, there wasn't much attention. In fact, when Diana got there, she was the only one who was cleaning him and all of that. And so we decided, you know what, if there's something we could do, would be to have a home that caters mainly for children who are affected. And it would be something new. So we got to talking about it. I was at the Ministry of Human Services there, and one of my colleagues said, well, that's a good idea, you know, you could probably do that. That's the thing that we need in this country. And that was the beginning of it. My name is Margot, and I'm referred to as Marvelous Margot because I really wear quite a few hats. When we first started, I would have had 5 children. Most of them are married now. I was assisting my husband, who's a pastor in the church. I was working full-time in the Ministry of Human Services. And I was heading a number of groups, for instance, the Pastors' Wives Association. I was here giving advice and technical support here. I do lots of things. I think whatever my mother did and father did strengthened me to be able to wear lots of hats. Three of us brought different resources to the table. I was with the ministry, the government contacts, etc. Whereas Diana had many people abroad who were willing to come, bring down teams, etc. And Nancy had some secretarial skills. So the first thing we did was to set up office. So we had an office like almost 2 years before we got into the whole business. And then Diana made it possible that we could have teams come down from her church to start the building. And that was the beginning of a dream that became a reality soon after. You are the first person who has seen it fit to single us out as women, and we're the one who carry the load. I mean, we have lots of board members who are male. They help us, yes. But you're the first person, and it makes us feel good to, you know, that somebody's recognizing our work, right? First time.
After being the Sunday school superintendent for my church, dealing with children, and always have a love for children, after the sickness, I was in church going through some bit of the sickness still. I was asked if if I'm interested working at the Ruimveldt Children's Home as the office assistant. And of course, at the beginning I was kind of scared because I was telling myself I'm self-employed and how am I going to go work with others? But I prayed about it, and the Lord said, go ahead, take the job. And so I took the job as the office assistant in 2005, and from since then, here I am today, still at the home, and I'm very, very pleased working here. I love the children very much. They're like to my heart. So that's actually how I get started. I think it's very good for you to do this, and I feel happy because sometimes indeed you feel as though you're like not doing anything, but I mean you're here today, and I am glad that you're actually focusing on us as women.
And the truth is we have majority of, well, in fact all the staff members are females. The cook, the cleaner, and they're the ones who keep the wheel turning here in the home.
Alright, my name is Lillian Baum. Recently married, but still. Let me see, how I came to work at the Ruimveldt Children's Home. First of all, I was trained in counseling, social work in university. I believe, because I'm a Christian by the way, and I believe that this was my calling from experiences in church, at home, working with families, and very often people come to you for advice and you find you're able to do that, effectively. And from my own conversations with the Lord, I believe that this is my area, helping. And more so, I find recently working with children, more with children. And before coming to the home here, I worked with a company that deals with women who are HIV positive, the PMPCP program. And church, all the years dealing with young people, children. But I love children. I don't have any of my own as yet, but I like working with them. It's very challenging, but you learn a lot from them.
Go to the Western Baptist Church, and that is where the initiative came from. My pastor's wife, she's one of the founder leader, and so we were there. And so when they told me about it, because I'm into cooking, she told me and asked if I would like to work here, and it's also dealing with children, and so I said yes. First one.